good quality because I want to talk to you guys about the amazing motorcycles coming out for 2022 and the ones that I have decided to add to my collection. But before I do that, we got to walk around and admire the timeless beauty of the 2013 BMW HP4. This motorcycle has over 22,000 miles on it, very reliable. And hey there, what's up, buddy? Hi there, Sean Knight and Casvian12. Yes, good morning. Oh, I guess it is the morning. Where are you located where it's the morning? I'm just curious. I got people from all over the place. Um, let's see if I can catch his response. Adam West, hey there, buddy. I wonder where that guy is from, that it's the morning. But these responses are coming in. So, Belgium? Okay. All right. So, Dude Mungus is in the house. He's not in Belgium. He's in Atlanta, Georgia. But I want to talk to you guys about the bikes that I've decided to add to my collection for 2022. For 2022. This is obviously a live stream where I can't redo that. But I'm very excited. Most of the bikes, except for the new Ducati, have been revealed so far. The Ducati gets revealed the day after Thanksgiving on the 25th. But it's an updated V4. I can tell you right off, that's not being added to my collection because I'm pretty sure they're not going to release a 998 V4R version of that machine the first year. They usually make you wait for it, and that is the bike that I love. The 998 version of the V4 with this screamer engine. So I'm not going to get the new updated Panigale V4. It's not that bike. But the bikes I am going to get are on that Computadora right there, and I will show you guys in a moment. I'll give people an opportunity to log on. Let's see the house tour. Yeah, okay, I could do that. Not today. My kids are home from school, and they have just destroyed the house. After this live stream, I'm going to clean it up before the wife gets home and says, what the heck's been going on here today? But I was able to mow my yard for the absolute last time, which was good. I got my grass in the back of the pickup that I'm going to take over to that dumpster in the cloak of darkness so that my neighbors don't see me doing it and have a cow because I'm putting grass clippings in a somewhat of a public dumpster. But as you guys can see, the development's coming along very well. Those are some new neighbors that just moved in yesterday right across the street. If you've been watching my videos all year, you would have seen the various stages of construction of that home. Those folks moved in. I haven't met them yet, but what a way to welcome them. What better way to welcome them to the development and to living across the street from 650 Ebe than to have my motorcycles out here, and eventually I will start these machines up. And hopefully they won't mind. Okay. Well, we've got enough people logged on, so I want to talk to you guys about the bikes I'm going to get for 2022. Damn it, I said it again. For 2022. I don't know why it's so hard to say that. These bikes are coming with me to Miami real soon to do some riding because it's so chilly here. All right, I'm very excited to share with you all. The first bike is the outstanding 2022 beautiful colorway of the CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade SP. They now make this bike in the 30th anniversary in this awesome colorway, and that is the bike that I just requested for Pam at Sills BMW to order for me. That is an amazing machine. I love my SP. The fact that Kudus Joyce won it and chose it over the ZX10 for supporting the new bike build series, that's great that he did that, but it left a void in my heart, if I could say that. And so I'm excited to get the other one. This bike is going to look so amazing with the carbon fiber accents that Miami Manny's going to bestow onto this machine. Tyson carbon fiber wheels. It's going to have Pro-Tie blue bolts. And imagine how those blue bolts are going to look against the amazing white. It's going to look absolutely outstanding. Tinted windscreen, WRS most likely. It's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful machine. So the other bike, the second bike that I'm going to get is right over here. And that is the Yamaha, or as I call it, Yamaha MT-10 SP. I've been waiting for them to import this machine into the United States for years. I was sad when I got rid of my MT-10, but it lacked some of the things I like in motorcycles, like full color TFT displays, Uline suspensions, special unique styling, and just a special edition of the motorcycle. So finally, they've updated, as you can see, the headlights and everything on the bike. It has TFT gauges, quick shift auto blip. It's the SP version with the Uline suspension, so I'm very happy that I'm getting at least those two bikes. I'm also getting another S1000RR. You guys probably already know that we're going to use for the new bike build series. It's the beautiful gray, black, and red. So those are the three bikes that I'm definitely getting. I'll probably end up, I'm not sure, I might end up with an Aprilia RSV4, but that's still undecided. So there you go, guys. You saw the bikes that we're going to add to the collection. Let me know what you think about them. I'm going to give you cold starts on these three machines. If I do get the RSV4, it will be in March or April, but we will see. But I'm very excited about the MT-10 and the CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade SP. Imagine how that's going to look next to the beautiful M1000RR, especially once we're done with it. It's going to look amazing. Let's start these things up really quick for you. You guys love the cold starts. I love my R1250 GS Adventure. Absolutely love this machine. It's the machine that I ride this time of year when the weather's kind of chilly. This is an awesome, awesome motorcycle. If you're joining me late, two of the motorcycles I've decided to get for 2022 are the MT-10 SP and this awesome colorway of the, get over there, of the beautiful Honda CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade SP. I'm very excited to add those two motorcycles to the collection. We're doing cold starts on the M1000. It's warm enough for me to give it a couple revs. Oh yeah. Evan, EJR Performance is in the house. Evan, are you getting the CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade SP also? I know that you love that bike and you want to butcher it and show just how fast it could be in our street racing environment. Please let our audience know if you intend to get one. They even make a black one for you because I know you like black bikes. Let's give this thing a cold start. Oh. Brandon, I made a video comparing the M1000 to the HP4. Check it out on the channel. It's a very good video, but they are completely different bikes. By the way that the throttle response, this one is ride by cable. That one's ride by wire. That's the main difference. But they're kind of similar too. But check the video out. Will I ever ride in Canada? Yeah, once the border's fully open. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Hey there, Dean from Wales in the UK. Randy's Reality. You love the HP4. Did you ever ride it, Randy? I don't know if you had a... When am I coming back to Atlanta? I don't know. Actually, I might be driving through Atlanta on Saturday, December 18th. And I might be able to make a quick stop. Send me an email, Q, and we can talk about that. Because I've got to deliver a car to my good buddy, Miami Manny at Motor Million. He just bought a Camaro ZL1 from a dealership here in Dayton, near Dayton, Ohio. And I'm going to be a good sport and run it down to him in Miami using my enclosed trailer. And I'll take 3 bikes with me as well. Definitely these two. Oh, these two and the V4R are the 3 bikes that I'll have in Miami the 19th. But might be able to make a pit stop in Atlanta because I got to go right through that town. The 3rd bike we're going to give a cold start to is the beastly world's fastest Kawasaki Ninja H2. I've owned a Ninja H2 since 2015. I was one of the first people to own a Ninja H2 in the United States. I think Ricky Gatson was the first, and I was the second person to get a Ninja H2. And I remember I was able to start up and rev the H2 at a motorcycle show in 2014 before the bike was even out. There's a video on my channel of me doing that. Ricky Gatson also had a pre-production, I think it was, H2, and he took it around the country. He revved it up. It had the H2R exhaust, which resembles this Van Diemen. And I remember when he did that, I'll never forget, this is 2014. It shot flames like crazy, and the crowd went nuts when Ricky Gatson did that. Nobody had seen a bike like this, a supercharged motorcycle with this crazy exhaust. And I'm getting goosebumps just telling you about it. Thank you, Jake, for the $5. Thank you. And there's a video of that on my channel. It's in the H2 playlist. But I absolutely love the H2, especially what we've done to it, or what I should say, Jeremy Weber from CMP has done to this bike, and what the other sponsors have done. Van Diemen with the amazing exhaust. This thing is just outstanding, and that's one of the reasons why I don't ride it very much anymore, because to me it's very special and very precious. I definitely don't loan it out for folks to ride. I do let people ride my other bikes, but this one is just really, really unique and special. And so I kind of preserve it, if you want to say that. But let's give it a cold start. That Mustang Dame actually told me about, that I used to clean that, just the exhaust tip. And I'm going to clean it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it in this. Come on out, Adam. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it in this video because it requires 2 hands, but I will clean that using this product, Tab Care Cleaner. And it'll get that exhaust looking very nice. Excellent question, Kevin. Would I move to a state where there's warm weather year-round? And unfortunately, I would love to do that, but unfortunately the answer is no, because my family's here in Ohio. My kids have cousins here from my brothers, and my mom's here. Where I'm just rooted here. So what I do is I travel. Thank goodness I'm fortunate enough to be able to travel quite a bit to make content and to continue to ride. Because honestly, when I don't ride for a while, I really get kind of messed up. I get real, I don't know how to explain it. My mood kind of changes, and I'm not as happy-go-lucky as I am. So I like to ride at least, I don't like to go more than 2 weeks without riding, if I can prevent it. Now, obviously, if it's middle of February and snowstorms are everywhere and I can't, ride, I guess that's okay, but I do love riding these bikes. I mean, I'll jump on that GS and ride it when there's no, ice or anything on the road. But no, that's a great question, but I can't move. I was just saying, Motorcyclist Life, that we've got some new neighbors that just moved in across the street. Their house has been in construction all summer, and I haven't met them yet, but what better way to let them know what they can expect from their good buddy 650E than me starting my motorcycles on my private property during the daylight hours and giving them a cold start. You are allowed to do that in the daylight hours. They do have restrictions on it at nighttime. But you got your lightsaber? No attacking. No. Go fight your brother. Aiden, come on out. Put your coat on. Put your coat on. Okay. Go ahead, Sith Lord. But, yeah. Okay, let's see some of these comments. Thank you guys so much. Where does the name 650 come from? Yeah, Kevin, I made a video about that, but to summarize it, my name is Ebe, spelled IB, and I had a BMW 650i many years ago, and somebody played a prank on me, and they attached a magnetic B to the back of the 650i, and it became the 650 Ebe mobile. This was before social media, because I'm a geezer, and they just, as a joke, started calling me 650 Ebe, and the name just stuck. But careful with your eyes, guys. Don't hit each other in the eyes. Yeah, great question. What do I do for a living? I produce YouTube content for you. That's my job. To make YouTube videos, to travel, to promote products, and I promote my products organically. So there are companies that actually pay me money, more money than I make off YouTube, in fact, to promote their products. And we do it in a way, they allow me to do it in a way, I should say, that's organic, meaning I don't have big giant banners in my garage and stickers on my bikes telling you what these companies are. But if you look around the garage, you get some telltale signs of what they are. And I do mention them, in the videos, and I do giveaways with some of their products and stuff. But I think that's very cool that they actually do that. So that's what I do. Between the YouTube and the sponsorships, that's pretty much what I do here. So I'm always looking for great content to make. I'm always looking to test out new bikes and, get the bikes that I feel are really amazing machines. As I mentioned before, in the beginning of the live stream, 2 of the bikes that I'm going to get for 2022 are right here, if my laptop hasn't died. Did you die, laptop? There it is. The CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade SP will rejoin my personal fleet. That is the colorway that I'm going to get, that I ordered from Pam at Sills BMW Honda. And I think that's going to be an amazing bike. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I was around, a lot of you guys were not, in 1992 when that colorway was on the 900RR. I wanted that bike back then in 1992, could not afford it. Had some friends that had it. They wouldn't let me ride it. Because back then, nobody rode your bikes. Back then, it was like, bikes are kind of like your spouses or something. You don't touch my bike, you know, you don't ride it. So, make a long story short, I wanted the 1992 version, could not afford it. I could finally afford a 900RR in 1999. I saved up money and I finally got one, a brand new one, 1999, 7 years later. It was a yellow bike. That was the colorway they had, but I still loved that colorway a lot more, but they didn't offer it. So boom, now it's back and I shall have this motorcycle. Any chance I get older, I just talked to Manny about that. The only problem with that, I wouldn't mind doing it, but there are no aftermarket parts for it because it's such an old machine. And I just, honestly, guys, the bike, it looks great, the 1992 version, but I like the new tech. I'm just going to tell you like it is. Even this GS has quick shift auto blip, TFT gauges, 2 navigations and all that. That's why I bought this bike. I love new technology. I used to be a technology person. My key fob is low battery, but you know, that's why. So no, I wouldn't get a 1992 version of the bike, but the other bike that I'm going to get for 2022, since you guys looked at the title, and that's what this video is about, is Yamaha's finally bringing in the MT-10 SP. I've been begging Yamaha for years. I talked to the vice president of marketing, my good buddy Mike, about this many years ago. And they finally decided to bring it in, and thank goodness they waited because now it has the updated facelift. And I'm very excited to have this bike. I loved the naked bikes. I love the naked bike scene. Just being able to jump on a naked bike and not have to do smackdowns, and people don't expect you to do smackdowns. It's like, okay, he's on his naked bike, we'll leave him alone. The RSV4, you're about to get, congrats, Philip, you're about to get an RSV4. First mod you should get is, there is a video on my channel about this too, is the SC Project exhaust from Miami Manny at Motor Million. You will need the Tuono rear sets or some aftermarket rear sets because it won't work with the stock rear sets, but you can get the SC Project slip-on, and that's the first thing I would do. Then I would get a Bryn tuning for it. Would I get a KTM after the MT-10? No, because I only need one naked bike. I only need one adventure bike. The reason why I have multiple sport bikes is because that's my main thing. I love the sport bikes more than the other genres, but I only need one adventure bike. I only need one naked bike, and those are the bikes that work the best for me. Great questions, though, guys. Very good questions. And thank you, 450 Hooligan. I think the MT-10 SP is also great. Any plans for a nitrous smackdown bike? No. I'm considering putting a turbo on the Busa at some point, but I want to ride it out and do it in stages. I want to modify the engine first. Well, first, I want Uncle Brock to Brock it out with his products, his beautiful CT Megaphone exhaust and everything else. So that's the first stage that we're going to do here over the winter, I believe. And then we'll take it from there. But no nitrous bikes. Nitrous runs out. I had a nitrous bike many years ago, man. 2008, I had a nitrous ZX-10. And even though Summit Racing, you guys may have heard of that place, is very close to us here in Ohio, I would take the nitrous bottle up there and get it refilled at Summit Racing, but it's the fact that you gotta take it out of the bike, take it up, get it refilled, blah, 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 blah. That's the beauty of the supercharged H2, is that power is here for keeps. It's not going anywhere, and there's nothing you have to refill or anything. Great questions, though. Trick questions. Which one of your BMWs standing outside your garage sounds the best, in my opinion? Whew, that is a good question. It'd be the M. And that's because the M, it pops and backfires on D-cell. That's what makes it sound better. But had it not been for that, the CT Megaphone exhaust. You out of breath, Aiden?
No.
Careful, guys. Careful. Careful, Jedis. Oh, boy. Sometimes you just have to let boys do what they're going to do. If their mom was here, she'd be going nuts. Don't let them do that. They're going to kill each other. They're not. Anyway, where's Vet? I sold the Vet, the C8 Stingray, because I had ordered the Z06, and I wasn't driving the Stingray. After they confirmed that the Z06 would have the flat plane crank engine and all that, the wide body kit and all that, I no longer wanted the Stingray. It's just like riding a stock bike versus a modified bike. To me, my Stingray was stock at that point, and I just did not want it. I didn't drive it for months. And finally, the dealership called me and said, hey, there's like 20 people on our C8 Stingray list that still haven't received a Stingray. And they're just like, all of them want your car. And they gave me like a lot of money over what it was worth. And I sold it to them. So it was a win-win. The people that wanted a Stingray, one person got his. And then I got rid of a car that I wasn't driving and no longer had interest in. If I consider international bike giveaway, no, I can't do that because the laws for the international stuff is, they're all different from different countries. And plus, I think my main reason, great question, the main reason I don't want to do that is because I enjoy personally delivering these motorcycles to the winners. I think that's what separates my build series from the others. I think that that's a great service to add. I enjoy meeting these people. Every time I go to a different city, I meet new groups of people in that city. And so obviously I can't deliver a bike internationally. And then also the laws don't allow me to do that. So no. Great questions, guys. Hey there, Brendan from India. Custom painted Stylema for black S1K. What is Manny doing with that bike? He is putting brakes on it. I don't remember what we decided to do. I don't remember, but I think we're leaving the brakes as they are because the Brembo logo is red and the bike is black and red. So I think we're going to just keep them with the nickel plated. Yeah, we're going to keep the nickel plated with the red logo on the build bike. Which one of your bikes would you keep for good? All of these bikes I have now are my keepers. Even the ZX-10 in there, because the ZX-10 recently proved itself to be a very fast, reliable bike. And this is kind of like my go-to loaner bike. This is the bike that I don't really have any reservations about loaning out to a person. It has the least modifications on it. It's the least expensive. So when I have people that need a bike, friends that come in from out of town, or sometimes when I travel to a different city, if I have a person there that needs a bike, then that's the bike for it. But the rest of these bikes are keepers as well. What's my favorite exhaust? Krapovich, they make great exhaust, but so does Brock's Performance. Brock's is just amazing with this CT Megaphone exhaust. It is right on par with, and be careful up there, guys, okay? Careful, be careful up there. So Brock's and a Krapovich. You just crushed my dreams on buying race. Oh no, I'll never sell that bike, bro. No. This is a classic bike. Careful, guys. This is a classic machine, man. In my opinion, if a person owns one of these bikes, they should not sell it. Simple as that. They should do whatever it takes to be able to keep one of these bikes. This is the bike, Adam, with the highest mileage, 22,000 miles and some change. So the HP4 is the highest mileage bike. It's also the bike that I've had the longest, 22,287. Great questions. Come race at a 1 mile track. That'll be awesome. Are you going to get a Superleggera one day? No, absolutely not. And the reason why, that's also a great question, is that the Superleggera has the same engine that my Panigale V4R has. And Manny from Little Million has bestowed upon this V4R all sorts of parts. Some of them are even better than what's on the stock Superleggera, such as the braking system, nickel-plated, Brembo brakes, full braking system with master cylinder and all that cool stuff. I also love the exposed aluminum fuel tank that the V4R has. The Superleggera does not have that. The only thing the Superleggera has over this bike, in my opinion, is a carbon fiber swinging arm. This actually has the carbon fiber subframe like the Superleggera. And the Superleggera weighs 16 pounds less than this bike. 400 pounds wet. This bike is 416 wet. I also like my wheels better than the Superleggera wheels. They're glossy, carbon fiber. So no Superleggera for me. And the Superleggera price tag to me is ridiculous. $100,000 for one motorcycle. And as you just saw, that would totally put the kibosh on the plans that I have for these other, just skip that page, for these other bikes that I have here to purchase for 2022. You know, you have the new beautiful colorway of the Honda. This bike is 28 grand. And then the MT-10 SP, that bike's probably 22 grand. So no Superleggera. No offense to people that love that bike and own it, but it's just not for me. Swing arm versus swinging arm. Am I missing something with the terminology? Yes, they call it a swinging arm in the UK. And I read a lot of motorcycle magazines and stuff. Some of them are from the UK. The first time I read it, I'm like, what is this guy? Did he make a mistake? So I went to Wikipedia, and it's actually a thing. They actually call it a swinging arm in the UK. I think it sounds funny, so that's why I also call it a swinging arm. And the fact that you can call it either one, to me, is just fine. It could be a swing arm or a swinging arm. So I just do that because it's kind of funny. But I want to apply some of this cab care cleaner to, if I can open it up, I'm trying to do this with one hand so I can show you that it actually will clean this exhaust tip on the H2. And it actually cleans the carbon that the exhaust puts on the carbon fiber wheels as well. The smut, if you would. So, watch this. You wipe it on, look at that. You don't even need to let it sit for a while. You spray it on, you take a cloth, and that thing's darn near brand new again. Because the H2, they run rich to keep, 5 Up will be able to tell you why the hell, or Evan, if they're still in here, will be able to tell you why they run them rich or why they're tuned that way, but now it's perfect. So this is the stuff you guys need if you have that issue. And it's safe for carbon fiber wheels and everything. See, I can spray them on these wheels. And it's totally safe. It'll get the haze, the black smut haze off these wheels and make them look brand new again. Yep. Outstanding. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Can you tell me which bike is better out of the R1 or the S1000? That's a personal preference sort of thing. I mean, the bikes do different things. R1 has the cross-plane crank engine. It sounds amazing. It handles great. The S1000 has its strengths, So you have to sit on both bikes and see which one works the best for you. If I had one do-all superbike, which one would it be? Do-all superbike. Well, it will probably be the M1000 or the HP4 out of the bikes that I have. And I would say the M1000 because with its cruise control, 3 levels of heated grips, 3-year warranty, excellent comfortable riding position, the bike does do it all. Yeah. Have I thought about giving dirt bikes more love? No, not really. I went back there riding in the backyard with my neighbor, John, on his dirt bikes. It was a lot of fun, but honestly, just trying to make content and deal with the super bikes that I own takes a lot of my time. I don't really have extra time for darn near anything else. The supermoto segment, don't have time for that. The dirt bike segment, don't have time for that. I'm traveling a lot. I'm doing things with the build series. I'm out meeting people and stuff. So I'm trying to get more people engaged with riding sport bikes again. So no, that's what I do. Would I consider buying HP4 race carbon frame for track days? No, I wouldn't do that. What do you think of Austin Racing? They make good exhausts. The wait time on them is very long at points, but their exhausts sound great. I had one on my RSV4 years ago. Lots of questions coming in. Would I buy a Kawasaki Vulcan with an H2 motor in it? No, I wouldn't do that. Me personally, I would just get an H2. Super Duke? No, I like the MT-10 SP over the Super Duke. Super Duke is just really a lot more raw. It's a lot more raw than a super naked bike to me has to be. The super naked bike shouldn't be an S1000. It doesn't need to go 190 miles an hour and with no wind protection. That's the beauty of the MT-10. It sounds great. It has great speed. It looks, it's got stuff to it. Yeah. I might get into Aprilia RSV4 next year. I'm not exactly sure yet. Do I still have that orange and gray bike? I don't remember what that one was. Damon Electric Motorcycles. I'll be glad when when their product is ready for sale. That's for sure. I think they have, great technology and great plans, and I'm waiting to see what actually comes out of it. Thank you for the great content. Yes, still doing the Triumph Moto 2 video. Yes, Angel, I am. I have to edit that darn video, my man. Uh, my buddy Mohammed has that bike, and he let me ride it, and I just have to get it edited. Will I ever host a meetup or ride in Ohio? Great question. Very tough to do that here, as you know, since you live here in Ohio, with weather and all that. You can't really plan ahead. I can't really have people take off work and book hotels and stuff and travel from all over the place. They get here and then it's rained out. So we like to have them in places like the South or Miami and stuff where the weather's more consistent. What about the Elon Musk truck? I thought you bought one. No, I didn't buy that truck, the Cybertruck. I was looking at it, but again, the motorcycles keep me way too busy to jump into the truck segment and all that stuff. Cable, thank you, big fan from the North. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm glad you're back riding again. I'm buying the C8 Z06. Yes, I ordered that machine, and if you didn't order it in 2019, then you're probably not going to get one. So I ordered mine a long time ago. I'm number 3 on the list at Tim Lally, and so I should be collecting my Z06 C8 whenever they're out. So probably, my guess is July or something. How does my wife feel about me always being on the road? Well, I'm not on the road that much, believe it or not. I think I travel maybe once a month. So I do keep it within reason, which is what you have to do, being a family man. And I enjoy my kids way too much to be gone all that time. So one trip a month is, oh boy. All right. One trip a month is not that bad. Okay, Adam Bear. Yeah. How come I didn't get the carbon gas cap on the M? I don't know. I guess I just like this one. I like the way the prototype blue bolts look off of the black. I think that looks really good. Do I have heated garage for the bikes? Not yet, but that is in the works. Because I do want to come out here in the dead of winter and make some content for you all. So probably will get some heat added to this thing. Yeah, I almost got hit by that lightsaber. Those kids are something else. Yeah. Why don't I own a Gixxer 1000? Gixxer 1000 still doesn't have a full color TFT display. It's still old school LCD. And I'm very particular, as you can see, about bikes, guys. They have to have something, which is what the ZX-10 finally did. It checked all the boxes. They finally put LED headlights on the machine, auto blipper on the machine, beautiful full color TFT gauges. That is a prerequisite that these bikes have to have. And so the Gixxer doesn't have that, so I don't own one. Yep, because I personally just don't buy bikes for the heck of it. They have to really speak to me, to be part of this collection. What tune did I go with on the R1M? Believe Nick. Gosh, it was such a long time ago. Yeah. R1 Crossplane, X-Plane. My buddy X-Plane tuned that bike. I believe his name is Nick. So bad with names. Yeah, X-Plane R1 Custom Tuning is his company. Has the tune on that bike. Yes. Thank you, Sylvan, on the nicest C8 ever. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's an awesome compliment. Okay, go ahead. It's open. We're about to leave soon.
Is it Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't know. We'll see.
Where's going to go?
Have you been a good boy?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. The car's open. Well, thank you for my hug, Adam Bear. All right. Okay. Hello from Greece. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Sure, it's pretty late there. Do I own a vintage? Do I own a vintage superbike? No, and that's because I like the new technology. I love new technology, TFT gauges, auto blipper, LED lights, and all that kind of stuff. So the old bikes don't really do it for me. If you're joining us late, I did order the new white colorway of the CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade SP. So I will collect that bike as soon as it's available from Sills Motor Sales, and also an MT-10 SP. So I'm looking forward to getting those two machines. What's next for the channel? More traveling, more update videos like this, more question and answers. I like this format for answering questions, the live streams. So tune in for that. I'll try to do one at least once a week. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will catch you guys on the next live stream. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for watching.